Hey, it's Chase from On the Table Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about the Trandoshan Bounty Hunter Bossk. Now, Bossk is available as a Bounty Hunter Operative for the Empire in Star Wars Legion, and this miniature is not only beautiful, but it adds a lot of versatility to your forces on the battlefield. And in many ways, his abilities act as a force multiplier, allowing you to even more double down on your strengths as the Empire. So let's jump in by looking at the basic stat line for the Bounty Hunter Bossk in Star Wars Legion. Bossk's range attack pool can be greatly benefited by an aim token, but even when you roll poorly, the pierce and suppressive keywords will help maximize your impact on the battlefield. Bossk has the expert, climber, and unhindered keywords, and it's important not to overlook his maneuverability, particularly with regards to getting into combat, as his melee stat will average more consistent damage than his standard range attack. If your opponent has wandered within the minimum range of Bossk's mortar rifle, consider seeing if you can get into close combat to mix it up with some Trandoshan claws. Bossk's 7 wounds and regeneration give him surprising survivability, but although snipers get little value from shooting him, units with high dice pools can still be a major threat. Be sure to be mindful of your opponent's ability to attack with large dice pools, such as Rebel troopers with the Z6 heavy weapon upgrade. Now, becoming enraged clears suppression from Bossk, and in my games with him, it hasn't been uncommon for Bossk to slip in and out of enraged due to his regeneration. And you may find yourself in a situation where taking a single point of damage and suppression would be beneficial in that it pushes into enraged. Now, lying in wait, this card allows you to effectively fish for crits to push out damage on key targets. Wait until the end of the round, dramatically walk out of cover, and start using those aim tokens until you've scored all crits, bypassing many of the common ways to mitigate damage, such as dodge tokens. For Reptilian Rampage, this is my favorite boss card, because it allows him to push out a spike of damage and suppression at range, or Bossk can use it to maul an unsuspecting opponent in melee. I found this command card to be the most common way for me to secure a bounty in-game. Now, it's important to not overlook that you may suffer a wound to make a free move action. Free move action, which allows you to trigger charge if you're enraged. So theoretically, you could fire twice at range and then charge into a unit for a third attack all on the same turn. Now, for Merciless Munitions, this card allows Bossk to toss out a single Dioxis mine, which puts a poison token on each target in range, regardless of whether the attack hits or misses. So this is a great way to push out damage on closely clustered trooper units, but it can also use the initial blast to damage vehicles if necessary, even though they don't get affected by the toxin status. Now, don't forget, you can use the one move to get Bossk out of the blast range, but remember, it's not a move action, so it can't be used to trigger a charge if you're enraged. Now, what are the must-have upgrades? Consider taking Hunter to get your free aim tokens, particularly useful in combination with Reptilian Rampage. And in addition to Hunter, another strong choice for Bossk is Tenacity. That's going to help boost his melee. And finally, if you're playing a very aggressive Bossk, you might consider taking Emergency Stims. This is going to let you, coupled with your regeneration, have a lot more survivability. Now, while these are the top 3 upgrade cards I would consider putting on Bossk, you might also consider the following. Targeting Scopes, because you're going to get a lot of bonuses off of those aim tokens you want Bossk to have. And then finally, Recon Intel. And there's some really cool things you can do with Recon Intel, in which on some deployments, you can actually advance into the field and on turn 1 play laying in wait to have a nasty surprise for a hero or a unit. Thanks for watching. I'm really excited to be back making Star Wars Legion videos. In the comments below, please let me know, how are you running Bossk? What sort of lists? How are you finding them compared to other bounty hunters like Boba Fett? And in the meantime, I hope you get your miniatures on the table.